Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jayviary. We'll do a quick video today, but it is time to rescape the aviary. And just to get you a close-up, I mean this stuff is pretty nasty at this point. A lot of these things. We'll keep the Exoterra vines because I love being able to work with them, and we'll keep some branches. Like I think this branch is pretty clean, so we'll keep that one, but we're gonna do some rearranging in here. So I wanted to give you one last look at how she looks right now, and then I'll give you a check-in when we have her redone. Okay, so we've got everything stripped out. Oh, I do need to get that last piece of greenery. Everything else will stay. Looks very empty and open in here. I'm sure the birds are quite confused. And then in here, I've got a couple piles. So this is old greenery, and if I need more, I can sort back through this and use some. This is the vines and stuff that I decided was still good. We've got some of the new perches here, some there. This is old stuff that's going. And we've got new greenery that I let air out. And we're gonna just start putting it in. Thought some people might ask how I attach the perches. A couple different ways. I cut a little notch in them and use this green floral wire, or just hook them on, or I try to have for each big perch at least one screw right into the wood. You can see down here, this is where the old one was, this is where the new one is. Almost done here, but the canaries aren't shy about begging for food. Okay, got most of the new perches in. Just talk about a couple things about it. See the vines, the Exoterra vines. So I wanted to make sure that I have access every once in a while, especially when you have this many birds in a big aviary. You'll get a bird that'll sprain its wing or have an injury. So you want to have access where a bird can get everywhere with just its feet and get over to a feeder and to the water. So just want to make sure you keep that ability. And then I also tried to, if you can see here, this is a good example, try to minimize the overhang so that when birds are here and they poop, it doesn't land on the perches below. You can't always get it perfect, but tried to minimize the overhang wherever I could, help keep things clean. I've gone ahead and made this corner a little busier than it was before, so I can't really just reach back in here like I used to be able to, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. I think it looks really cool. Now I've just got to add the greenery back. Okay. It's a different day now, so we had some really bad storms hit. And after the storms came through, I finally, I had work, I had all these other things, but I finally got the chance to get back in there, put in the greenery. I did want to talk a little bit about the wood that I used for the perches and the greenery that I used. The wood, most of what's in there now is crepe myrtle, but there are some other things. There's a ton of lists online about what wood is bird safe. It's a little less of a concern for me with the finches because they don't tend to chew the wood, but they will a little bit, and they will definitely chew greenery. So if you put live plants in there, you really need to think about what you're putting in before you do it. The only live plants I use are those palms in the front middle, and I have to replace those. The birds tear them up. As a result of that, most of what I use is actually silk. It's fake. It looks great. It lasts longer. I can clean it, and it's cheap. I can get it off Amazon, and when it's kind of used up like this old greenery was, I can just toss it. So just want to add those things in. Appreciate y'all watching, and now we'll do the big reveal of the Rescape Jayviary 2.1.
Birds in the sky keeping me down. They won't let me inside of their town. How I wish I could be one of them. How I wish I could be one of them.